Hey, do you have a son, nephew, or grandson that you just want to make the perfect gift for but don't know where to start? Well, I'm going to show you anything that any boy in the entire world is going to love for their birthday. Stay with me. Okay, the only thing we're going to need for this project are 2 pieces of wood roughly about this big in size and a dowel rod that's about 3/8 of an inch in diameter. I'm going to make 2 of these, so I've got some extra wood right here, and this piece is big enough to get 2 pieces of what I need out of it. So let's go ahead and kick this off. My pieces are scraps that I had around the shop. I've got some tongue and grooves that I got to cut off of these. So it's going to incorporate a body, which is going to be out of these boards right here. It's going to have a curved handle, which I am going to wrap with parachute cord for comfort and just for some style points because I think it's cool. This is a cutout right here, and then this is another cutout that will accept a platform for these 2 upper pin dowels to sit in. There's going to be 2 pins here that will go through and through that will stick out roughly about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. That will have a rubber band right here which will hold the ammo of the ping pong balls inside the body of the gun. The clothespin is actually going to sit right here on top, which will grab the rubber band, which will be held on these dowels and will be grabbed by the clothespin. And there's going to be 2 of these on either side that the ping pong ball will pass through once you release the clothespin, and it will shoot the ball out. And then all you got to do is grab another one, put it in after reloading, and it's good to go. I'm pretty excited about this project, so let's get cutting this out. Now the bottom section right here, I'm just going to run through the table saw and stop it right about here, and then I'll just shut the machine down, let it come to a complete stop, and then back it out. Now, using the rubber band here that I'm going to be using, I'm taking a ruler to kind of determine about how long or wide this platform needs to be to keep the rubber band taut so the ball can go pretty far. And judging from this, it looks like 6 inches ought to be plenty. Now we're going to use an 1 inch wide hole saw. And we're using a hole saw because I don't have a Forstner bit. If you have a Forstner bit, great, use it. We're going to use these to make the holes to hold the ping pong ball ammo. Just going to take the 3/8 inch Forstner bit and make the holes that will hold the dowel rods that will hold the rubber band beside the ping pong ball. So we're going to do it here and here. Now we're just going to use our miter gauge and cut some dowel to 1 inches long, which will pass through to both sides, leaving a 1/2 inch overhang on either side. We also went ahead and cut 4 more dowel rods the same length as the ones that went into the side of the body for the uprights of the gun platform. Now, to hold these in place, I use the rubber bands because they're a little loose inside the hole. So I just strung the rubber bands up on each dowel and it pulls them together in those holes and clamps them down. So while that's drying, I'm going to glue the clothespins in place. They are also wood. And the beauty about these is if they break, you can just take this top portion off and then feed a new portion back into it. Okay, now we're just going to glue the platform into place right here, and this will complete our build, and then we'll just need to do a little bit of sanding at the end. Now, after I've applied the finish, what we're going to do now is apply the parachute cord wrap that's going to go around the handle. Now that I've got it to a certain point, I want to put a little glue right here which will start helping secure the ends. Now we're just going to take an X-Acto knife blade and just cut it right there. Now we're going to load it up. First we're going to take a fairly thick rubber band here, put it on the front posts. Another large rubber band, it's going to go on the back here. Put it right up next to the body, over the clothespin. And I usually put it over the tip of the clothespin so it'll stay put whenever you open and close it. Next, take a not so thick rubber band, kind of in between the two, and you run it from one front dowel to the back dowel. That is where your ammo is held. Now just take your two fingers like this in a channel, run it up into the clothespin, take you a ping pong ball out of your ammo, put it right in between the two rubber bands, and the rubber bands will hold it in place. Locked and loaded. Well, that about does it for this week's episode. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Now, I did want to let you guys know, I did make two of these. One of these is actually going to my nephew for his birthday. The other is going on eBay. You guessed it, you guys are gonna have a chance to own this sucker. So that will be on as soon as this show is over. You will be able to check out the link in the description below to place your bid for that particular rubber band gun. It also shoots marshmallows. Steve Ramsey might like that one. So if you guys are new to this channel, I want to welcome you and thank you for tuning in. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Every viewer counts and I would be happy to have you. I have new woodworking videos almost every week, and I might have a tip or two this week that will be coming out shortly. So until next week, guys, be sure and check out my website at rhwoodshop.com, and I will talk to you next time.